In this video, we're going to talk about astral survey crew on a rogue planet. Rogue planets are free-floating planets that have been ejected from their planetary systems or never even orbited a star in the first place. They can be dangerous places since there isn't any energy source to sustain life as we know it. But what if we were able to find one with some? That's what a group of space explorers did when they found a planet that seemed to be glowing from within. So they landed on its surface and started to search for answers. What they found was unlike anything they could have ever imagined. Welcome back, everyone. Here you're about to see the incredible discovery of a crew of space explorers who discovered a planet full of strange creatures. This is the story of the Astral Survey crew and the planet known only as the Glowing World. The planet's official designation is given as Kepler 442b, but that's not exactly memorable, so we'll just call it the Glowing World. It's an exoplanet orbiting a star approximately 1,200 light-years away from Earth, and it was discovered by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope back in 2009. The telescope detected the planet by noticing small dips in the star's brightness every 13 days, indicating that something was passing in front of it. But the size of the dips didn't make sense. It couldn't be a star because that would have been way too big. But it also wasn't any of the known exoplanets around the star either, so there was something out there that we didn't know about. The reason why we think it's a rogue planet is because based on its size, it likely has a mass similar to Jupiter's, and it's probably made mostly of gas. Scientists believe that it may have been ejected from the solar system through a close encounter with another star, or perhaps it never even orbited a star to begin with. What makes the planet unique is that according to some research, it glows with an eerie green light that can be seen from Earth with the naked eye. Now obviously, that's extremely rare, and scientists are still trying to figure out exactly what's causing it. One hypothesis is that it could be emitting light due to radioactive elements inside of it. Whatever the case may be, the planet certainly looked like something worth investigating further, so the Astral Survey crew decided to take a closer look. The mission to Kepler 442b was led by a team of international researchers, and it involved sending a small spacecraft to observe the planet up close. Because of the distance to the planet, communication between Earth and the spacecraft was delayed by several minutes, which meant that the crew had to be able to make decisions quickly without waiting for instructions from Earth. They arrived at the planet after a long journey through interstellar space and began their investigation. The first thing they did was deploy a probe to get a closer look at the surface of the planet. What they saw was shocking. It didn't look like any other planet they'd seen before. The surface was covered in strange formations that seemed to glow from within. There were no signs of any continents or oceans, just an endless expanse of bizarre landscape. But that was just the beginning. As the crew explored further, they began to discover strange life forms, unlike anything they'd ever seen before. Their equipment detected strange electrical signals coming from the surface, and they soon realized that they were being watched. At first, it was just small things like lights flickering on and off, but then they started seeing larger objects moving around on the surface. They deployed cameras to get a better look, and what they saw was unbelievable. There were all kinds of strange creatures roaming around on the surface, some that looked like giant beetles and others that resembled humanoid figures. Some of the creatures were bioluminescent, which is thought to be the cause of the eerie green glow that had been observed from Earth. Others were completely black and seemed to absorb light instead of producing it. The crew was able to study these creatures using real scientific methods, collecting samples and observing their behavior without disturbing them too much. They learned that the creatures were all connected in some way and that they seemed to be able to communicate with each other telepathically. The crew was amazed by what they were seeing, and they knew they had stumbled upon something truly special. they continued their exploration of the planet, discovering more strange life forms and learning more about the unique environment of Kepler 442b. They found that the atmosphere was thick and humid, with temperatures ranging from around 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. There was also a strange magnetic field that seemed to be generated by the planet itself, which may have contributed to the evolution of the bizarre life forms. After several months of exploring the planet, the crew began to wrap up their mission. They had discovered a world that was unlike anything they'd ever seen before, with strange creatures and an alien environment. As they prepared to leave, they knew that they would never forget what they had seen on Kepler 442b. The mission was a huge success, and the crew returned home as heroes. Their discovery of Kepler 442b and its strange inhabitants made headlines around the world. Scientists were able to study the data and images that the crew had collected, and they continue to be amazed by what they have found. The planet has become a popular destination for astronomers and space enthusiasts alike, and many are hoping that one day they will get the chance to visit the glowing world for themselves. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Is this planet real? And the answer is yes. But it's not exactly how it's shown in the video. You see, in reality, the planet is much darker and doesn't have any of the strange creatures that we've seen in movies or TV shows. However, scientists do believe that there could be planets out there that are similar to the glowing world. In fact, there are billions of stars out there that could have planets similar to ours, and we haven't even begun to explore them all. With advancements in technology, we may one day be able to discover new worlds and the creatures that inhabit them. So what do you think? Do you think there are other planets out there that are similar to the glowing world? Or do you think that we're alone in the universe? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you won't miss out on any future videos. See you next time.